somewhere it was March of 2020 when the first time I went to my mentors, that is Rohan and Lalit, for my first icebreaker speech. I went and shared with them my speech, hey, listen, this is what I've written down and can you help out with me? Okay, I thought my mentors would be really supportive, helpful and all those things. These people tore the script in front of me, made me write the whole speech from starting till the end, and I restructured it more than 3 to 4 times. By the time my speaking slot came, I was like, I'm done. The smartest thing or the most safest thing I could do is I was the charter vice president of education, so I didn't take any slot. I gave off all the slot to the members so that I could escape from speaking. Right? So that is how gruesome my mentors were. I know that was something that was done to the best of my interest. I didn't understand it then, but later on, as I progressed in my Toastmasters journey, I could see it. I believe mentorship is the most important thing in Toastmasters, right? It clearly defines, it differentiates the difference between growth and death in Toastmasters. Because without a mentor, then you can't go anywhere else. And today I'm going to talk about my experience with 3 wonderful people, that is Vishesh, that is Srilata, and Toastmaster Bhumika. Okay, so the thing is I shouldn't be saying this, but it's really funny. I can say I adopted these people because these people had different mentors, right? So I'm the refugee for, I'm the mentor refugee, but however, the journey with these people has been fantastic, and there's a lot of things that I've learned, and I've tried to rediscover myself. And the first one being is, whenever you're mentoring someone, there is always a stage where you're rediscovering your mentee, right? So that is called, first thing is identifying your mentee's strengths. Okay, and how do you do it? And the best way to do it is by sitting down and talking to your mentees and identifying what are they really good at. And in terms of me, all my 3 mentees were phenomenal script writers. Okay, the way they wrote the script was fantastic on paper. However, there is a lot of difference between writing, reading, and speaking. So the same is not delivered across when you write a speech, when you read the same speech and you give it on stage. Right? Writing is not equivalent to speaking. So this is one problem all my 3 mentees ran into, where they thought, okay, the way I write it is the way I'm going to speak it, but it kind of takes a very interesting turn. So the first thing was to identify writing was their strength, and now to convert that into their speaking strength. So what I advised my mentees were, listen, give your speech, do whatever you want. Once you give it, once I put your hand into the fire and once it burns your hand, that's when you will understand where you could have been better. So I let them, for the first time, I let them give their speeches, and after they came back to me for the review call, what I told them was, listen, now this is your strength. Now let's focus on what you have to build your strengths upon, because your strength is different from building something that is not your strength, which is speaking in terms of delivery, right? So I told them it's very simple, just write pointers, okay, and then go ahead and deliver it. Don't prepare a speech, don't write a script. If you want, write a script, forget it, throw the paper and just forget about it. Vishesh tried it, Srilata tried it, they did phenomenal job, and my other mentee Bhumika is yet to open her account. She has promised me that she's going to do it the next time. One thing that I really discovered is there is something called as a term that is called focus racking. Okay, focus racking is something that happens when you are so attached to your script that you know your script inside out, line to line, word to word. When you are on stage, you obviously get nervous, and the minute you forget one word, focus racking starts kicking in. That means you forget everything after that point. You are sweating, your hands are it's acting weird, your back is sweating, it's like someone is pouring a bucket of water on your back, 100 people have died, the government has fixed the roads. By the time you come back to your speech, so that is focus racking. So my mentees faced this issue of focus racking, and I think they are over the problem of focus racking, so that is one learning that I got from it. The second thing is, I've always heard few people say that your mentor is your reflection. or your mentee should follow your mentor's reflection. That is the biggest mistake you could do as a mentor, right? Arvind, as a person, prefers the style of speaking casually. He doesn't prepare. He is not a loser just because he doesn't prepare, but that is his style of speaking. That is his Toastmasters journey, which he is willing to, journey upon. However, the same style of speaking can be prevalent to other people, right? So you trying to make your mentees a reflection of yourself is the biggest mistake you could do. Instead, what I did was I helped them discover themselves, right? Before they could commit a mistake, I know it's in good intentions for a mentor to go jump in front of your mentee and take the bullet in your chest, cool, that is what you do. Okay, but however, if you want your mentees to really rediscover themselves, it's very important to let them take the bullet so that they'll understand the pain and they could recover from it. Okay, so as a mentor, the first lesson I learned is never force your mentees to do something that you want it your way, because they are not going to find themselves, but they are going to become a copy of you. I don't want Srilata to be a copy of Arvind. I don't want Visis to be a copy of Arvind. I don't want Bhumika to be a copy of Arvind. I want them to be the original version of themselves, right? So I think these were the two biggest learnings that I had from being a mentor. And as I stated earlier, mentorship is the most important aspect in any Toastmasters journey, and this could simply mean the difference between life and death in Toastmasters. And if you don't have a good mentor, or if your relationship with your mentor is not strong enough, trust me, if you're not good with your mentor, you can never grow.